Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to show you every shrine location at Upland Zorana Skyview Tower. Okay, so the first shrine we're going to be looking at is the Yomizuk shrine. If we zoom in right here, you actually need to go to this cave first before being able to get to that shrine. It's at Tarn Point, next to the Lenariu Sea. So once you get here, you'll be good to go. So after you make it to the cave, you're going to want to jump right on in, and you're going to want to swim across. If you have a platform or anything that you could build fans to get across, you could do that too, but I'd rather not waste my gear in order to just swim across this place, since I can climb on some rocks and just keep jumping. And there you go. Then you just collect your rewards and that's it. Okay, so the next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Apogek shrine, which is going to be on the right side of the map, right next to the Lenariu Sea and right underneath Ja-Abu Bridge. So you're just going to mark right here and get to it, and this structure is what it's underneath, so if you can't see it from the sky, do not worry, it's right underneath here. So once you're in the shrine, you're going to want to move forward and then look to the left, and then that bird should spawn. After the bird spawns, you're going to want to get that ready and then throw your ball on top of it, and then you place it as forward as you can for when it starts sliding and jump on so that you can make it across with the ball. Then you're going to want to dunk that ball in to open the gate. And once you open that gate, you're going to want to jump up on one of those fans. You're going to want to bring one of those fans up there, jump on the fan in order to get the chest. After you got the chest, you're going to want to grab 3 of those fans in order to put on your bird. And then attach them to the bird. And then you could place the bird on the rails and then start up the fans, and you'd be good to go to fly across. And that is the entire shrine. The next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Gatanisis shrine. The shrine is going to be all the way on the right side of the map, on the edge of the map, down this mountain right here, right next to the Oria Grotto and next to Knuckle Island. So if you want to mark right here, it'll be out in the open, super easy to find. So on this shrine, there's actually 2 ways to complete it. You can either shoot a bomb arrow right at the target, and it will open the gate for you, or you could do it the legit way, which I'll show you right here, which is when the ball reaches a state, use your rewinding time and then rewind the platform so it throws it up at the target. But after you do that, you're going to want to ascend through the top of the target in order to get the chest. After you do that, you'll be able to jump out of the shrine, and that's it. Okay, so the next shrine we're looking at is the Ihen-a shrine, which is going to be located on the right side of the map in the Ploymus Mountains and right next to Mifa Court. So if you want to mark right here, you'd be good to go. After you made it to the shrine, make sure to throw something that has water to get rid of the sludge so that you can enter the shrine. But after you're in the shrine, you're going to see some floating objects, which you could just place in the air as long as they're activated. So right here, I decided to build some stairs, basically. Just climb up all of them. On the next one, you're going to have a platform and one of those objects. So then once you connect the platform to that object, you have to smack it so that it could float in the air, and then you could run across with it, and then you could take it back and use it as a ramp to get to the next part. After that, you're going to want to bring it one more time because you're going to use it as a ramp again in order to get the chest. After you do that, you're going to want to run over to the ball, put the ball on that platform, and then smack that so that it throws the ball across, and then you're going to put the platform midair, and then you're going to jump all the way across, grab the ball, dunk it, and that's the entire shrine. The next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Rasitakiwak shrine, which is going to be also on the right side of the map, northeast from the Upland Zorana Skyview Tower. And if we zoom in right here, it's near Kapora Pass. And this is what the structure looks like if you want to mark right here to find it. So it's going to be another proving ground shrine where you run in and you have no weapons, so you have to pick up what you see on the ground. And it's actually fairly easy. You just go around one by one, smacking them up, and then combining your weapons to upgrade them. And then every time you defeat one that has a better weapon, just pick it up and then start using it, because it takes them out pretty quickly. And then the last guy takes the longest, but he's still pretty easy to get. You just shoot him with a bow and arrow a couple times and then start smacking him with the good weapon. And that's the last one right there. That's pretty much the entire shrine. Now you're just going to collect your chest, and that's it. So the next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Jochi-ihiga shrine, which is going to be located on the right side of the map, right next to Cape Pora Pass and the Rasitakiwak shrine that we just went over in Akala Falls. If you mark right here, you'd be good to go. Okay, so after you activate the shrine, it's going to be one of those crystal shrines, and you're going to need a little bit of rupees. You're going to need about 70. So you're going to want to make your way up the mountain so that you could fly straight over to where the crystal is, because it's going to be on another island across from this. Or you could try and swim if you want, but I'd rather go up the mountain and then just fly down. And then once you're down there, you're going to talk to the guy that's holding onto the crystal, and he wants you to pay for it. So what you're going to have to do is keep trying to talk him down, and you'll get a shrine quest. And then his wife will come around and say you have to sell it for 50 rupees so that you don't have to pay 100. And then you got to pay 20 rupees for that ride right there that you're going to put this crystal on. And you want to use this ride so that you can go to the other island right next door, so that you can use their supplies in order to make a raft with a fan, so you could bring it to the shrine. And right here, I'm grabbing a fan, adding it to a raft, and connecting it to the crystal, and then bringing it to the water. So once you bring it to the water, make sure you end up disconnecting the crystal so that it doesn't tilt the raft at all, because you don't have a steering wheel. So your steering is going to be based off of what you're tilting on. So if you want to go to the left, you stand to the left. You want to go to the right, you stand to the right. So make sure to carry the crystal like this so that it doesn't affect how your steering is, so that you can get directly to the crystal or to the shrine very quick. And that's the entire shrine, guys. Now we just go in and we end up getting a diamond out of the chest, which is very, very nice. So the next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Kisinona shrine, which is going to be located at the north-ish of the Upland Zorana Skyview Tower, and right next to Foothill Stable, right next to Cephla Lake. And if you mark right here, you'd be good to go to find this. Once you're in the shrine, you're just going to want to go forward. You're going to grab one of those fans, bring it to the side, activate it, and then jump up to the chest. After you get the chest, you're then going to want to deactivate the fan and connect it to that spinning thing right there. You're going to connect one on each side, but make sure they're facing opposite directions so that they keep spinning the entire thing. And then after you light up all those green lights, the shrine is complete. The next shrine we're going to be looking at is the Maoikes shrine, which is going to be on the right side of the map, southwest of Upland Zorana Skyview Tower. And you're going to want to mark right here on top of this skull. You're going to want to end up right in front of it so that you can walk into the cave. Once you're at the cave, all you got to do is jump in it and then activate the shrine and collect your rewards. And I believe they give you a diamond, which is pretty nice. And that's about it. The next shrine we're looking at is the Joniu shrine. Now, in order to get to this shrine, it's going to be located on the right side of the map, but we have to be in Rallis Pond in order to get to this cave called Rallis Channel. So if you mark right here, you'd be good to go. And it's nearby the Great Zora Bridge. It's basically in this area right here. After you've made it to the cave, go ahead and jump on in. Then you'll see a green crystal. You're going to want to build a raft with 2 fans and a steering wheel. So that's what I do right here. I add 2 fans, and then I see the little steering wheel. I connect that to the middle, and then I connect that crystal to the middle of that too, because you don't want the boat to tilt. So then you get that raft started, and you just drive directly down the channel, and the shrine is going to be at the end, and that's the entire shrine. So the last shrine we're going to be looking at for the Upland Zorana Tower is the Mogawak shrine, which is going to be located at Zora's Domain on the right side of the map, right to the right of Upland Zorana's Tower. So if you mark right here, it'd be very easy for you to find. So you're going to want to run straight and grab the big battery, and then you're going to bring it to the right side and put it on that platform, and then you're going to want to grab that half wall, and then you're going to want to tilt it in a way that it spins against that little water stream so that it can conduct electricity. Then you can grab the chest right next to it, and then you can grab the big battery when it's filled and bring it to the other side, Then you're going to bring those two chain balls close together so that it activates after you put that down, and you can grab the chest. After that, you're going to want to grab the battery again and refill it because it's going to get drained, and then you'll be able to bring it over to your elevator in order to activate it. Once you're in the elevator, activate it with that, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.